What's going on, guys? Visor here. We're back for another Zerlatch video. This video is basically a Bachira guide video. We'll be teaching you how to use Bachira style and shit. Not too hard. Everything's pretty simple, nothing complex whatsoever. It's like two complex things that you gotta get used to. But besides that, yeah, no, the style is pretty good, pretty simple, pretty basic, and pretty strong. So, you don't even have to do the complex stuff for you to like be a good Bachira player. You can still not do all that complex stuff and do and still like cook up. So first things first, your main mobility is gonna be 1 in 4, or controller is left bumper and right bumper, which is step overs and monster trans. These two are your main like dribbling, safety, ankle breaking tools, right? Anytime you get the ball, like anytime you get like a loose bar or something, and you're like fighting between you and someone else, and you know they're gonna slide for the ball. What you could do, instead of doing a slide and a dribble, you could just slide and then do step overs the moment you do it, because if they do slide you the moment you slide for the ball, they're gonna slide and get hit by step overs, and then you're gonna get that huge speed boost afterwards. Now you could do the same thing with monster trans, but the thing with monster trans is that the distance that you get from it is the exact same, even if you do break someone's ankles. Now you could also make a huge read and just go for the counter. I don't like doing this because the chances that they don't slide for it is pretty, I'm not gonna say it's not high, but you know, I don't like going for counters unless I'm kind of like forced to in some situations. Like if I'm getting 2v1, 100% I'm gonna try to make a counter play, because the odds of me getting slid is at 2v1 is higher than like a 1v1. Monster trans has the least amount of distance gained, and step overs has the second most amount of distance gained in the kit, and then the monster counter gets the most amount of distance no matter what. Just think of a bigger half circle from here to there, right? And as long as you're within this little half circle, if you shoot with bone within, like, you know, from like outside the circle, it will go in on AI-GK. That was my own AI, that's why I didn't go in, but yeah. Then already, when you're in the box, the ball is slower. You don't lose power, the ball is just moves a lot slower. So right here, you see the ball moved pretty slow compared to if I did this from here, the ball moves a lot faster, right? So a tip, or something I like to do with Bachira, where it's pretty hard for GK to react to. I would do all my dribble moves and stuff. I'll, like, you know, juke around defenders and stuff. Once I get into the box, no matter where you are, as long as you're facing in the net, if you boom, it's gonna go right over the GK, and or even player GKs. Like I don't recommend doing this like cross from the AI, but you know, as long as you're aiming at the open like space, it will go in on AI GK. But against player GKs, this is really strong, because the shot is almost instant. The shot is basically almost instant, and it's a really high shot. It goes like pretty above their heads, so they have to be like really on their game. You might say, yeah, they could just jump and dive, but you could just not go for the shot. Like, if you're here, it's kind of a 50-50. They have to either jump up and then dive, or just dive left, and then you could always just not shoot. If this game wouldn't be so bad, you could always just not shoot and then like bring the ball over here, or you could just like, you know, do a fake out thinking that you're gonna shoot over here, and then side dash, and then boom on the left side. Like, there's a lot more to it that you could do than just, you know, high low or top left top right 50-50 that they have to guess from. Like, next we have an instant boom that I like to do. This one is a lot more complicated. This is one of the complicated things where you have to know how to do a jump dribble. I don't know what the tech is called, but it's just basically you jump dribble and you're able to jump again and do headers right afterwards. So if you guys look at my controller, I'm jumping and I'm clicking square, which is dribble on PlayStation. Keyboard, you're just clicking spacebar and E. So you're just gonna jump, click jump, or you're gonna jump, click dribble. Since you guys know, the dribble brings you forward a little bit, so you get that momentum. So you're running, jump, dribble, boom, and yeah. Once you get that down and you got that mastered, you're gonna jump, and right after the slide, you're gonna do a boom in the air, just like that. Looking up and throwing up is a lot easier like that. You can do stuff like that. Yeah, once you get this jump dribble down, you're basically gonna jump, dribble, and then boom at the same time, which is kind of difficult to do. Like that. Once you do that, that's basically it. That's called an instant air boom. I have the jumping boom, where the ball actually gets a lot more height when you do it. We're basically just gonna click X and boom at the same time, like that, and the ball goes a lot higher compared to if you just did a normal boom. All right, lastly we have setups. Now the thing with boom is that it has a lot of power, but you can actually do some pretty good setups with it, like where if you like aim it, like if you play close to the box, like basically like around here. Does the ball have to be moving or some shit? Like, I don't get it. There we go. When it comes to doing it against player GKs, like compared to this. That was nasty, bro. I'm pretty sure you gotta be like more closer. Also recommend, if you're gonna use Bachira style, please learn how to do curve shots. Because if you're just doing boom the entire time, it's gonna be pretty easy for GKs to block you. Because remember, the boom shot isn't like a Kaiser Impact Magnus. It's not the fastest shot in the game, guys. So I would recommend learning how to do curve shots, so when you play the game, and you know, doing curve shots is not difficult. Just don't look too high sometimes, depending on what type of curve shot you're doing, and just curve it in. And then yeah, like right here, that's a good curve shot, you know. Just yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if I should make a Gagamaru guide or a GK guide. And see you guys next time. Peace.